Pretty much ain't got nothing to do today. Well, I do got something to do today. I just got to wait for the mail to come. And today we're going to, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a BMS on the battery. Let me turn this down for a little bit. It's kind of hot in here. And so let me show you the battery what I'm going to work on today. All right. So we have this battery. So this battery was given to me by a one of my loyal subscribers of mine. I got to go to his house, I believe, this Saturday to work on his car. But hey, Brett, what's going on? So I need to know how the audio and how the video is. But this is basically going to be showing you how I actually put BMSs on batteries. This battery wasn't working at the time when I got it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I see everybody. Okay, what's up, JP? We got JP used to live with us at one time. So it was, let me see what's going on with this. I believe this is the part that I fixed. Appreciate that, everybody. And it was 7 cells that went bad, so I replaced it with some Samsung 30Q cells. Let's go ahead and test the voltage before. We did there. I didn't see it yet, but I'm gonna check it out when I get done with this lock. I'm probably gonna do about an hour of doing this right here. Yeah. Where you at now, JP? So the BMS is going to be this. Now this is an 80 amp BMS, which is we're going to be putting on this battery. It's a pretty good one, and the reason I like this because I can actually solder my leads on instead of the BMS is right here. But I don't mind it either. I mean, I don't mind them either. I mean, these are good too, but it's just that one, you know, I can solder my own leads on there, and you don't have to worry about, you know, I don't know. It's just my personal preference. But anyways, but I believe this battery's working now. We're going to test the voltage out and see what we got. So I'm going to some updates to my people's bikes. I don't know. Oh, y'all didn't win a Haven. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, e-bike sleeves. I got to get more organized with those type of motors when I'm giving away, because of the fact that, you know, a lot of people, I mean, it was like soon as I uploaded that video and people saw it, man, they hit me up right on the spot, man. And oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, JP, let me see. Okay, yeah, I'll call you after I get done with this live session right quick. Let me see, silicone foam. I say like foam because I did a stealth bomber with foam, and what it does, foam, it lessens the vibrations too. So all the vibrations will be absorbed by the foam, and the batteries can stay nice and put, you know what I mean? And the batteries is on that I built for that stealth bomber still going on strong. Let's go ahead and test it out. Make sure we have our right voltage. So we're going to test it out. So it's at 68 volts. It wasn't reading nothing at first when I got it. So 330 Mitch, what's going on? So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to go ahead and take these leads off. So we're going to set this battery down. And we're just going to just unsolder the leads. And we're going to mark. So how I put the BMSs on, we're going to number each parallel group all the way till we get to 20. So we know the 20 is on the positive side. Our 1 is going to start somewhere on the negative side, but it's going to be on the opposite side. Hey, JR13. Yeah, man. Shoot, speaking of pizza, I had some pizza last night, but I do have a Diet Coke. Roy, he loves this Coke Zero. Ooh, excuse me. I had to sneeze then. But yeah, we're installing the BMS on this battery. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with this battery. If I don't do nothing with it, I might sell it. maybe for like $100 to $200 for this battery right here. Hey Frank, what's going on? I still got your battery downstairs. I don't even know what to do with it. So you got to email me or call me. Let me know what you want me to do with that 40-volt battery down there, so we can get that fixed and go. Oh, by the way, too, is I talked to one of my customers. Oh, what you need? Oh, talking about I do have an e-bikes that I'm probably gonna be selling too. Yeah, I need to do some sort of a raffle, man, because I have a lot of stuff that I'm not using no more, and people can they can use like some stock controllers and some hub motors. I have a new business number too, so you just email me and I give that to you right quick. This I don't even know what size battery. Let me see. So we got Samsung 30Qs. Let me see. I think these. Now I don't know the capacity of the 30Qs. I don't know if they 3 amp hours. I don't know if they 2500s. I have to check it out, but it's a 7P, so it's a 20S 7P battery, and I would say like a 20 amp hour or something like that. So I didn't build this. I got it from one of my subscribers, and he built it himself. So he did a pretty decent job of building this battery, I have to say at least. But this it was 7 cells that was dead down right at cell 20. I think that was like so 20 so 20, 19, 18, 17. So it was 17, cell group 17 that was bad. I'm gonna fix all this up. I think the XT60 is pretty good. I'm gonna keep that, but we're gonna repair all this, and then I'm doing this because I'm gonna put the BMS on first, and then we're going to and then I put all this stuff back on the bike. Okay, so we got that loose right there. I have a bigger solder iron too that'll get this off. I usually do that, when I'm like dealing with 6-gauge wire. So this is what's gonna happen, guys. So I ordered my cells. So I know that I've been talking to y'all a long time, for a long time, that I'm going to be building this big 120 amp hour battery. So I finally got all my cells ordered. I have ordered my wires. So I'm gonna be running like 4 of these. So I'm gonna be, oh yeah, I know, right? So I'm gonna be running 6 sets of 6-gauge wire. So my battery's gonna have 4 discharge wires. So this is 1, and then 3 more of these, okay? Oh yeah, 330. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till I get my battery built. Now that battery it's okay, but it's not built to go that fast. 5,000 watts. So that's like a Tummy Bike Junior Pro. I usually charge around about shipping is about 5,300. Yeah, 5,300. So hold on 1 minute. Let me turn this off. That's your shipping. If you come pick it up yourself, I knock like $500 off of that. So no. Let's see here. 3.5T. So I just ordered this motor for this person, and he's asking me, is it a 5T? If so, that's cool, but looks nice. No, it's a 3.5T motor, because a lot of people, if you live in the hilly area, 3.5T, a 5T will be more of a torque monster than a high speed. But I like the 3.5T because I think it's like a balance between speed and power. 2T is way too much. I mean, it takes a lot of power to turn those motors. But let me see what y'all got down here. 3,000 watt. I charge about 28 to 3 grand for those bikes shipped though. Be like 2,500. You know, say if you pick it up yourself. But you know, I gotta get my you know. But anyways, oh, Sabaton. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The best tool for Sabaton 7220 depends on what kind of battery you have. If you got a decent battery, my big battery. Oh yeah, I'll talk to you when I get done. But yeah, so my big battery is gonna be 120 amp hours, and I mean realistically, it's not gonna put out that many amps. I mean, because my controller only can take in 800, but I want to build it. So this is the materials that I'm gonna be using. 50. Let me see here. Yeah, if you got a good battery, I max that sucker out. Just max it out, man. I mean, you know, and no, Bubble, it's not hard to build conversion kits. I mean, start off small. Just start off with 1,000 watt, you know, e-bike conversion kit, you know, and then, you know, get your battery and everything. And you'll get the gist of everything, you know what I mean? But so my new battery, I'm going to be making it to handle 3,000 amps. Okay. So I'm going to be using a lot of copper. I have a lot of copper. So this is 0.3 it says 0.3 by like 400 millimeters, they say. So I'm gonna use a lot of this. Okay, and then that on top of that will be some 0.15 by 30 per nickel. So that's the top layer. Now the bottom layer is going to be 0.2 copper, and then 0.3 nickel plated steel. So I'm gonna have a variety of thickness of copper and nickel onto this battery, because I'm trying to get it to where it has minimal voltage sag, and it's basically going to be a range defender battery, because that's what I want. So I'm gonna be doing that soon. I'm just waiting on the cells to come in. Also, the Tutuyo Arc 1 e-bike for my daughter, I'm going to do that over. So that bike's going to get a far driver controller, and it's going to have a 40 volt. So we're going to step that up to a 40 volt, 20 amp hour battery with the far driver 7235. And we're going to be using these cells right here. These are 4.2 amp hour cells at 14 amps. Okay, this battery can do. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. It is hot. I need to turn the AC on because I'm sweating my butt off in here. Let me see. Yeah, I turned it off, but I ain't realized it was going to be this turn. So hold on. Let's go. All right, let me go and turn the AC back on. It is kind of hot in here. I'm hot like a mug. You hot? Oh man, I turned turned it all up to 76.
Where's 77? 74.
No, I got it down to 76. But I'm talking about somebody had on 77. I was literally burning up in there. Huh? Oh man, that thing was, man, shoot. I had to get some air by there. I was sweating my butt off. All right, let me see what y'all talking about. Hold on. All right, so J Red, what's that? 72 watt. Let me see. Oh dang. Oh, what's up, Bass Fraud? I ride the bus, train. 30-minute walk. Hold on. So it's a 30-minute walk. Man, shoot, I just get an e-bike, to be honest. Oh, you got your A's on 70. Wow. Well, it gets pretty cold in here. If we had it on 70, it gets really cold in here in the morning time. So we usually put it down. All right, JP. Well, we'll catch up with you later, man. Hey, Jimmy, what's going on? Okay, so let's. So we have all that done, and so what I like to do with the batteries when I'm putting a BMS on, I like to mark them. Just, you know what I'm saying, just to yes. Mike, the boss, I do have a video about tuning the far driver. So what you have to do, you have to just go on my archive. So the thing about YouTube is those videos, no matter how many videos that I upload, they're not really recommend, you know what I mean? Unless, I don't know, man. It's weird how YouTube, put out videos, especially when it's tutorials or how to learn how to do something. Those videos don't get out there as much. So if you can type in far driver controller, you might can see it. You might see my video on how to tune the far driver controller. So now that's another thing what I was doing. Hey, what's up, John? So that's another thing what I'm doing. So when I order kits for people, so say like if you got 1,000 or 3,000 watt kit and you wanted the far driver 72-260 control to match it, what I'm gonna do this time around, because there's a lot of people that's having problems tuning their controller because this their first time learning how to tune their controllers. They don't know what to do. Everything looks confusing. So now what I'm gonna do is when I get the kit here, because I'm making the battery and everything for it, when I get the kit here, I'm going to tune the controller myself. So I'm gonna have their wheel, I'm gonna have the controller, everything hooked up, ready to go, just to test it out. And then I'll put the program, the phase offset angle. Hey, power change. So I got all my cells, bro. So I got all my cells now. I'm just waiting on them to come. And once they get here, I'm gonna be doing 0.2 copper, 0.3 copper, by 60 millimeters, because I'm stacking them 888. It's a 24P, so it's gonna be 8, 8, and 8. And then we're gonna be doing it by 60 wide to connect over to another series parallel connection. This battery is going to be able to put out 3,000 amps. Even though my controller only can take 800, but I want the battery at least to produce that, so that way I know the battery's running cool and everything. But we're putting a BMS on this one. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this battery. Might stick it on something for sale. So I like to mark and number my cell parallel groups. So yeah, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 amps. So we're rocking. No, no, John. 3,000. Yeah, I'm going 84 volt, 3,000 amps. Yeah, that's what my battery is going to produce. No way. Yeah. So just do the math. Yeah, do the math. So they're the cells, there's no secret. They're EVE 50PLs. That's what I'm rocking with. So I'm rocking with the EVE 50PL tablet cell. The continuous discharge is 125 amps per cell. Yeah, so an EVE 50PL, 125 amps per cell, continuous discharge. I'm gonna have these in 24 parallel. So 24 of these in parallel. Okay, so 24 of these times 125. And that, you'll get a rough estimate of how much the battery is going to put out, you know what I'm saying? But that's my new battery, and I think that's the final battery that I'm going to build. So it's at 120 amp hours, 3,000 amps. Yeah. The reason why I'm going 84, because the Crossmo, what's going on, man? What's up? Like a Chris. Right? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do that, Coco. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a good battery. Yeah, it's gonna be well over that much. We're gonna do a speed run on that soon. We're gonna do a speed run. So anyway, so we got negative here. So now, the one is gonna be at the bottom. Okay. So let's see if I can do this. So our negative is gonna be here. And then on the other side, it's going to be our number one. So it's going to be our number one. Now I'm going to write this upside down. Y'all will see it when I flip it back over. Hold on. And Yeah, I would do it. So this is 2. This is 2. This is even. So all this on this side is gonna be even. 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and then 20 is going to be, how is that even possible? Let me see. No, I was looking at something. Okay, because this is going to cross over to this. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. Hold on. I just noticed something about this battery. Okay, so this battery is supposed to be a 7P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I see it. Okay, it had me kind of confused a little bit. So what I was confused with is that I thought I thought this nickel down here crossed over to this. So I was like, what the hell? But it was my tricks of playing. So this is what we have. I'm gonna get rid of this because let me get rid of this towel right here. Okay, so all right, now as you can see, I have them all even from here to all the way to 20. So this is going to be our last parallel group, which is going to be 20. Now we have to do the even side. The odd side, my bad. So we're going to flip around. Yeah, 72 volts. How much? Which bill are you talking about? This is 72 volts. Yeah, this is a 72 volt battery. So now we're going to do our odd numbers. So this is going to be 1. So this is going to be 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and then last but not least, 19. All right. Oh, shit. 17. I put 19. That's a little. So like I say, I just got this battery, but I want to make sure everything is good. I was just seeing that they had the nickel to make sure there's no cells that's not in contact with the nickel. So anyways, so we have our odd numbers. Now the reason why I'm doing this, so that way I know where to put the balance wires and on the battery for our BMS. And we're going to start now. I was going to start by putting the BMS. Now this is another thing you can do. You can, once you get ready to put your BMS, you can put it anywhere you want. So I'm thinking about putting it right here on the side, or probably like this, because our battery negative is going to go here to where it says battery positive, and this side's going to go out to the controller. So as you can see, battery negative side to battery, C to controller. The positive doesn't run through the BMS. It just goes straight to the controller. So that's what we got going on now. We're going to actually put it this way. So the balance lead is going to come right here. So here is the painstaking part. Now we have a balance lead. You're going to start from the black. So this is going to be negative. Okay, we're going to put negative. Now you don't have to. Now, doesn't matter how pretty your battery is, because once it's wrapped up in heat shrink, you're not going to see it again unless you take it apart. Let me see it. I try to do the best I can, bro. I'm not, I'm not no battery expert or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Nor that I try to be, but I try to answer questions to the best of my ability, so if I know it, then you will know it. You know what I mean? Exactly. I appreciate that. So yeah, well, oh shoot. Oh, okay. So we got a 600 watt. You need to start at about 40 amps. Okay. So you want to do a 40 amps DC and do like 120 phase. All right. And that'll keep you know what I'm saying? John. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Hey, Bass. So I can't really spill the beans, but if you pay, some of those prices on those sales, because there's a lot of sales that's coming into the market, which I, thanks to DIY500.com, I talk to them all the time. I wouldn't even knew. So I'll still be rocking, the Molicel P45Bs. I think that was the only one that I'll probably rocking to get such a battery like that. But since there's new cells like the Ampace, JP40, JP30, DIY 500 was telling me, and I've been watching on YouTube, all the time, what I'm saying? That battery alone would have cost me $5,000 to build. Okay. And that because I'm getting 576 cells, that's what's going to cost, and that's what's going to take to build my 84 volt, 120 amp hour battery. So 24 by 24, that's what it's going to take, or that's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's a big battery. Now, the thing is about that big battery, it's going to have the same low profile as the battery you saw in my last video. Same low profile, but it's wider, So it's going to be wider. So it's going to be two stacks like this. Just an example. Okay. It's going to be that wide, probably a little bit wider than that, probably about 6 inches wide. Okay. All right. So, yeah, man. So, all right. So let's go ahead and do our build. So I pretty much know how far I'm going to be going with this. So what I like to do, I like to, add a little bit of room just in case so I don't want no short wires. And then, like I say, everything is DIY. Let me turn my solder iron on. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so we're gonna start with our negative. And we're gonna do our even first. Then we'll turn around and do our odds. So we're gonna go ahead and do. So we're gonna turn around and do our negative first because it's on the same side as our even numbers. And then we're gonna go all the way down till we get to 20. And then we're gonna turn around and then we're gonna do our, shoot, that wasn't any solder. Huh. So I gotta put some solder on that. I'm gonna make it, adhere to it. So, oh man, so yeah. Let me go and throw some water on our sponge. Hold on, guys. All right. So we got it. Okay. All right. So now So now what we're going to start is our number 2. So as you see for our negative, okay, so this is 1. We're going to put that to the side and we're going to grab the next one over. It's going to be our number 2. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do our number 2. Okay, and you can start this anywhere. You can start this anywhere on that parallel group. This is going to go on every positive side of the battery. Okay, guys, I know most of y'all know this already, but just to, for the new people that wants to build a battery, this is how you do it. And we're going to then we're going to start number 2, guys. So we're doing number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. Okay, so number 2 is gone. Number 2 is good. All right, let me see what everybody say. I seen something pop up. Hey, what's up? What's up, Reg? Not much, man. We're just putting the BMS on this battery. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this battery. I really don't know, but I wanted to get it ready. I want it to be finished, and cause maybe I might upgrade somebody's e-bike to a 72 volt, that put out like 30 to 40 amps, but I want to just have a BMS on here. Now that BMS is not Bluetooth, so you really not going to see it, but it's going to have one on here, so we did our number 2. We're going to go and grab number 3. We're going to put that to the side, and then we're going to grab 4. Okay. So we did so we got 1, we got 3, and now we got 4. Okay. So number 4, now we can cut that a little short. I don't know, maybe I should do a live session next time, and I'll just save the other side for the next live. What y'all think? To my viewers, I mean, like, a complete BMS installed, type deal. Instead of just doing one side and I just finish the rest while I'm in here anyways. All right, so we're going to do our number 4. Okay, our number 4 is on. Uh-oh, damn it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'll just do that for tomorrow then. Okay, so we have number 4. We're going to skip 5 because we're doing our even numbers, and we're going to do 6. So have a little bit of room. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, now. Now this BMS does give you instructions, okay? So you don't, you're not really totally going in the blind doing this, and it'll give you, saying the cell layout, where to, put your wires, from cell 1 all the way to cell 20. Now how I'm gonna do this? I might just do this up like that, and then when I get done, I like to cover the leads up with some Kapton tape or some tape, just so I don't want the leads touching each other, the wires, So that's it for this plug, because this is a short plug. Now we're going to continue. Okay, so now we're going to continue. Now, as you notice on this one, if you see that it has, can't really say it, but it's a square, little divot up here. And then on the back, it's real clear. Let me see. It's like it's almost too white. And now I'm doing the even side on the BMS from 2 to 20, and then on the other side is going to be odd numbers from 1 to 19. But if you're not sure where number 8 is, because this is going to be 7. This is going to be our 7. This is going to be our 8. And you take the BMS, you plug it in. Okay, so once it's in, just like that, Then we know we start from our right to our left. So we're gonna move 7 out the way, and we're gonna go ahead and do 8. And then we're gonna cut that short. And I do have a video on how to start BMS as well on my video, but it's way down. It's like 2 years of making videos and stuff about this stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to learn how to do it. Because y'all know I didn't run BMSs on my batteries for a long time because I was stuck in the LiPo days, RC days, where you can stick the LiPo in the fast charger and go out there and play with your RC car or helicopter or anything like that. And I thought lithium ion was the same way, but that is definitely not it. I couldn't be more wrong on that. So they got 8. We're gonna skip 9, and we're gonna go to 10. This is the way I like to do it. Damn, I don't know how to put 11, but that is 10. Okay. And I could have had them coming from down here, but it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. All good in the neighborhood. We're just gonna keep going with the flow. Oh, it's so sorry. See, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the smaller connect. This is like 1 through 6. So you're gonna have your 20S. So this is like 1 through 6. This is like 7 all the way to 20, and it's only 20 strands. So we're doing an even number. So we already did 8. So we're gonna move 9 out the way. We're gonna go with 10. So that's where we at. We're at group 10. And then we're gonna go ahead and start it down here. And then we're gonna do a next live, and we're gonna do the odd number. Okay. That's how we're gonna do it, odd number. So today we're gonna do the even number. Okay. So we're gonna do the even numbers. Oh shit. All right. Okay. And then we probably end up start taping this up, and then have the BMS glued on to the battery, so that way we can flip it over and do the rest of it tomorrow. But I am super excited to build my daughter, or to step her up from 36 volts to 48 volts. I wanted to do it today, but apparently E-bike kid, rode the bike to school. So we live a little too far for him to ride his e-bike to school. So I just take the little bike, so that way he can get it. So we're gonna skip 11. So this is strand 11, and we'll go to 12. All right. So we're gonna go to 12. We're gonna cut that. We see here. Oh yeah. More range. Heck yeah. So what amp hours is that battery? That 52 volt one you got? You know that when you increase the range, you increase the discharge amps too, if you run it parallel. Now in series, you increases your voltage, but your parallel and discharge will stay the same. So I think for range, you got to go parallel. That's and power too. So if you have 150 amp hour, no 100, well that too, but 150 amp battery, and then you have a say 80 amp battery, you run those in parallel, you then have a 200 amp battery. I'm just getting a rough estimate of the amps. I can't just do the math on top of my head of how many amps you have, but then the amp hours, oh, okay, that's what's up. And that's what's going to be here. it's gonna be nothing but rain chill because, you know, Roy stays across town now, so he don't stay just like right up the road where I can just walk to his house. So all these batteries gotta be up to par where we can go to his house, do some riding, and still go home, you know, on a single charge. So that's what we're doing. Anyways, so got 12 out the way. We're gonna skip 13, and then we're gonna go with 14. And we're gonna just continue this all the way down. Going to continue this all the way down to bench, all the way to 20, and then we're going to just stick old 20 on there. Then we're going to, boom, there we go. And I'm going to try to have these facing upwards. Okay. All right. So we got 14 out the way, 15, 16. Okay, 16. I gotta go dump my garbage. My garbage is full. I gotta go dump it soon. But yeah, man, I balanced my wheel on my bike, man. That thing it rides so much better. Haven't rode in a couple of days because I've been busy, but man, that thing is awesome though. I just don't want to push the battery too hard. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, I can't wait to have it though. It's gonna be heavy, so I'm gonna have my son. So when I put the two halves together, I'm gonna have my son on one side and I'm on the other, and we're gonna carefully sit it down on the other half. And then we're gonna just, that battery's gonna be a tank, like, and I'm not talking about a tank which is heavy. I'm talking about a tank which is like powerful. Like, it's gonna be a powerful ass battery. The most powerful battery I ever built, probably the most powerful battery on YouTube far as DIY goes, or, you know, a DIY e-bike goes, probably gonna be the largest battery on a e-bike. I'm talking about, you know, e-bike, you know what I mean? I haven't seen a battery like that so far. Like I was telling you, I was gonna go with the P45Bs, but yeah, that's gonna be some ridiculous amount of power, like a nuclear reactor. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's gonna be an expensive battery. Oh, okay. So you found the videos and brought your first e-bike. What kind of e-bike you got? But yeah, so in all reality, I'm not paying that much, you know what I'm saying, for those batteries. But if I did have to pay consumers prices, it'd have been like right at 5,500, just for the sales, man. That's just for the sales. Then you have to buy the afterbalancer, which $200 for that, and then a nickel, you know, because the tariffs are like way up. So I had to buy the nickel, I had to buy the copper. I just got the wires in today, yesterday. Like I say, so I have some QS8s, but I'm not gonna be running these QS8s. So I'm gonna be running the V2s, which are the purple one. Now you can tell the difference. Let's open these up. Like I say, my controller is only 800, so it's not like it's gonna be, you know, like I actually need 3,000 amps. Oh, it's a TT. Okay. Yeah, so that's the one of the bikes I did a review on right now. Actually, we fixing to retire that bike. We had that bike for a long time. And the QS10s, I can run, yeah, but I have a lot of these though too. So I have, you know, I need 4 of them though, but the QS10s are huge though, man. They're freaking big. Let me see. All right. So these are the difference. I don't know. I know the color wise is different. So as you can see, this one is purple. This one is like red. It says this one is a QS8V2. This one, they both anti-spark. But let me get you one that says, if you see at the peak, it says the peak of this one can do a 600. If y'all can see that, can y'all see that? 600. Oh, let me turn it the other way. Right here. It says that 600. Focus. It's not focused. If they see my hand, let me see. Well, anyways, it says 600 on there. Phone's having a hard time focusing, but it says 600 peak on this one. Yeah, okay. And that's burst, so it's not like continuous, you know. When you're running over 200, because RC Link, when I first built my bike with the QS205 on the 29er, I was running 8-gauge wire with the QS90 on 200 amps. And that was a little warm. Don't get me wrong. That was a little bit. I was running 10-gauge first, and it was getting hot. So then I switched up from 10-gauge to 8-gauge, and it was a little warm on HT90, and I ain't had no problems with it. Matter of fact, if you go on my video of me riding my bike on the highway, you know, I was running 200 amp Cyberton controller, but when you going like 450 and all this, 300, 450, that's when you need to step up to these right here. Anything over that, you need to go with this. Yeah, all right. And then, you know, 1,000 amps, you know, if you're running like 0-gauge wire or 2-gauge wire, then you can step up to the 2 QS10s and all that stuff right there, you know. But now the reason why I didn't run a QS10 because they're big, and you know, I'm on a bicycle, so I'm, you know, it's already gonna be crowded with a bunch of 6-gauge wire, you know, coming on the seat. Eventually, I do want to make a cover for the far driver controller. Either that, I must get a 3D printer and figure out how to do it myself. But I want to get a cover that will cover the far driver controller, and I want to have my discharge ports. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they big, man. I seen a few of them on YouTube, and I'm like, God, dog. So, anyways, but my bike will be running 40s. So my bike, my new battery will be running 4 of these. Okay, to a huge lug. Like I don't have it in here, but I do have the huge lug. It's like this. Let me see. Let me show y'all the lugs. Oh, they're like welding lugs. I mean, they're like the lugs you see on like big ass welders. Copper. Okay, so I'm gonna be running a lug like this, but bigger. Like it's gonna be at least a 1/2 inch wide, and this is gonna be what, a 1/4 inch wide, a 1/4 inch bigger, so I can stick 4 of these in there. Yeah, so I can stick, I mean, this will go in there, but I'm gonna have 4 of these wires into this one giant lug like that. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. All right, let me put this up. All right, let's put all this up. Yeah, it's gonna fit my bike. It's gonna still have the same profile as the bed right there, right now. It's just gonna be wider. That's it. It's gonna weigh between like 90 pounds, I believe. You know, because my other battery it's at 68 pounds. Basically all battery. So let's go back to what we was doing. So it's 17, now we're doing 18. So we'll skip that. 18, here we go. So here we go with 18. And let me see what my boy Chris said. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so my friend, if you do buy that plug and play kit, what I'm gonna do is, because it's gonna come with a battery. But yeah, so when you do, I'm gonna have everything working. That way I will send a video that your motor and everything's working good. Your parameters going to be set. I'm going to set all the parameters. The only thing you'll do, if you want regen, you have to like set the regen to your liking, because I can't get it precise. If I do it like my bike, it might be too much. It might be too less. And so you have to, like, play with those numbers, but everything else will be set. Like the throttle response. I will have your low voltage cutoff set. I will have your I think your KDI parameters. I'll have that set. Thanks to Ryan Goodyear, man. He knows his stuff. He the one that got me out of some tough corners. And yeah, I have everything set, for what the battery is going to push out and all that stuff right there. So that customers don't have to worry about that no more, because there are some people that just that don't understand the software. All right, so we're at cell number 18. So we get that right there. And then our last but not least is 20. So skip 19, do our last one. Okay. All right. And we're going to put that at the bottom. So we're not even going to, get a while to discharge wire and stuff like that. But we're going to get that out of the way. Then we have our odd numbers done. Sorry about that, guys. Now I'm on the even ones. I'm going to do the odd ones on the next live stream. That's going to be tomorrow, guys. So it's going to be, cause I have to do an e-bike. I have to do an e-bike downstairs, and I have to outfit that with another controller. And so I can get that out of here. Okay. Yeah, so we got an odd dump. So everything is done on here now. What I like to do is so we got all our odd numbers out of the way. We got these. Okay, now so I'll move these out of the way. Now what I'm gonna do now, since I got those out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and throw some tape on this bad boy. Daz, how you doing, man? Yeah, so go ahead, if you go ahead and look up, just go on YouTube and type, Far Driver controller. You might see my video in that, but I do explain the regen. Regen is awesome because it saves you on brakes, on brake pads, especially when you're having a big heavy vehicle like the Big New, or like my bike is going to be. But still, it might weigh as the same as a step bomber, to be honest. But we're going 84 volts. So what I'm doing right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put some tape over, this, because we're done. We're pretty much done with this now. I'm gonna use tape, and then to set the BMS on, we're gonna use fish paper. So I'm gonna be setting the BMS on fish paper, and that'll get it pretty much done for what we need to do. And I'm gonna cut right here because we need to put some tape under those balance leads. Damn, I'm out of freaking razors. I gotta get me some razors. Okay. So we're gonna leave the negative uncovered, and we're gonna leave our positive uncovered. But we're gonna cover all this up right here. Let me see. Yeah, it's a big difference, especially when you got a big heavy e-bike and you use that regen. I barely use my brakes. I use my regen to slow me down, just a little bit, man. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Cocoa Biscuits it's a long time coming, and I think it'll make the bike look better. To be honest, what you're talking about, Des, on this one, or my new battery? Now this one, I think it's like 19 amp hours on this one. I'm just estimating 19 to 20 amp hours. This is 20S 7P. I believe it the Samsung 30Q cells. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a 3D printer, man, and just yeah, this one it's a 20 amp hour. I believe so. I don't know I don't know if the 30Qs are 3 amp hours or 28 or 25 milliamps hours or something like that, but you know, I'm just building it just to build it. You know, I mean, I got this from one of my subscribers, and it wasn't working, so I'm going to just. So what I'm doing, I just rebuild it, and then I put a BMS on it. So that's what I did right now. So I'm gonna flip these over. Okay, and then I'll put tape on this side. So it's gonna be tape pretty much all over the place on this, but I'm gonna cover. I want the balance leads not to touch the cells. That is the main thing about doing the BMS, you know, or the Jesus Christ. Let me see. Yeah. Well, your Samsung, yours you got a 30 Ts, and these are the 30 Qs, an 18650, and you got a 21700s on your bad boy. But your cells put out 35, and this only puts out, I don't know. I know it's low though for one thing. So it's a very low cell count. I mean, not cell count, but amp count. You know, how many amps that these cell can put out. All right, now I'm almost done, guys. So I'm almost done with getting this all insulated, pretty much. And yeah. Oh. All right. Almost done at the bottom. It's really fun though. I mean, like I say, when I first, you know what I mean, when I, you know, riding this stuff right here, man, I was into like ATVs and dirt bikes and stuff, man. But when I got into e-bikes, I was like, dang, man, this junk is, I mean, the disadvantage, I mean, the e-bikes, you got to just charge a battery and stuff. But, you know, with the dirt bikes and stuff, you know, you can gas and go on those. But man, you really can't beat an e-bike though, to be honest. Can't really beat it. It's too much fun though. It's so quiet though. I mean, just whistling past people, they get confused because they don't know what the hell they don't know what the hell is going on. They be like, what is that? Like, what the hell is that I just saw, you know? And then and they're like, man, oh, just to see their faces, man, be like, oh. Oh yeah. Well, Cocoa Biscuits, they said my supplier got back with me, and they was saying that the 72530s that I be putting on the Tommy bikes, they say they was having problems with those controls, so I had to send them back because I had did a kit. Okay, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, I usually, you know what I'm saying, I read the data sheets on the cells that I'm using, but like I say, these right here are pretty much new. But they had to send those controls back, and they had to get, they got to get some more because the batch of controls they had wasn't working. They said they had problems with them. I was like, dang. All right. We're not gonna, we're gonna put the BMS on, but we're not gonna actually activate it until we do all the numbers, like the odd numbers, because we did our even numbers today. Let's see here. So we are pretty much done. Pretty much done with the installation of this battery for right now. Well, for the customer, but I know the parameters because those me being able to program those is pretty straightforward now with me. But for the customer, I can probably need to send them over like, let's see how I'm gonna do this now. Okay, so I'm probably gonna bring it down like this. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down like that. So I'm gonna cover that up. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I got it now. All right, here we go. Here we go. So I have everything. Hold on 1 minute. No, never had a battery just explode like dynamite. This is the closest I got was dropping something sharp or metal on a 2 series and it sparked. But far as like, a nuclear weapon, no, I never had that happen before. And just on the grace of God, you know what I mean? No, because, for one thing, John, when they have access, so if I give a bike to somebody, it is programmed, you know what I'm saying? They can access their control as well and do some programming, because say if they don't like my programming, then they can do their programming and they can, they can like say, okay, well, I don't like, or the throttle response too much. It's willy. Can I turn it down some? If they don't like it like that, then they have more rights. They, to turn it down if they want to. But that's another thing. That's our three-speed switch. Let me see. And yeah, you're right, man. So a lot of people get it twisted when they see these batteries catching on fire. Somebody's e-bike is on fire and everything. And 9 times out of 10, it's not really the battery's fault. It usually be the user error, because like the charging it or running it hard and stuff like that. If this the case, if these batteries was dangerous as they say are, we wouldn't be having these batteries around. Okay, these batteries been done, if anything, by a professional with under lock and key or something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's usually human error, man. It's a, if people got to just do research on these batteries, you know what I mean? Because it can be safe, man. These batteries are just as safe as this tape that I'm holding in my hand, But if it's been used improperly, that's when things happen, like, smoke. And they get it twisted when they say battery fire is like it explodes, like this whole room, engulfed in flames. It doesn't happen like that. You usually will see smoke first. And, you start seeing smoke and everything. If you can handle it, get a rag or something and get that battery and just throw it out the window or something, you know what I mean? Or get it somewhere where you can put water on it or fire extinguisher or something, you know what I mean? Yeah, you hear it go, tss, you know what I'm saying? Like a pop. I mean, I threw some, let me see here. Yeah, I can do that. 240 volt, 20 amp hour. Yeah, I can do that. It'll probably be like 20 amp hours though, or 72 volt, 20 amp hour battery though. Like this one I'm got right now, you know. Oh yeah. Oh, I got side on fire too. Gasoline, man. I was pouring gasoline in a truck. It had a carburetor, like a 4-barrel carburetor, and it backfired. And when it did, it lit the cup on fire in my hand, my face. I was in a coma. I was in a coma for like a week. I didn't even know it. And I mean, you don't know it now, but it don't look like I got burnt. But man, I was what is it? 3rd-degree burns, right? Yeah, I think it was like 3rd-degree burns I had, you know. Yeah, man. So, oh, I guess I'm gonna do this. Okay, so we got a BMS. So we're gonna put it like this. So it's gonna be glued like that. I'm gonna make, and then so this is gonna go in, boop, and then this is gonna go in, boop, just like that. Boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this in, and then our temperature gauge is gonna be glued right on down on the other side. So I'm going to put some fish paper here, and then yeah, man, I was burnt like a mug, man. I mean, when I woke up at the hospital, my whole hand was covered, you know, it wasn't a cast, but it was, you know, it was covered up. And I didn't know where I was at. I was in the hospital, but man, I had they said I might have some smoke inhalation, and I had to get this tube in my throat, and I was in the bed, knocked out. All this was red. My nose was red. All this was red, cause they had to wipe my skin. They took what they did. They took the skin and wiped all that bad skin off my face. My ear was burnt. All this was burnt. Like I said, my hand was burnt and everything. And yeah, they thought I had to do skin graft. Yeah, they thought they had to do skin graft, and but they said they didn't have to do that because I guess I healed so fast or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do the BMS glue on. Yeah, baby, we are almost done with this. Oh yeah, we way behind, bro. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta be honest, man. Most of the stuff that we have, like, you know, most of the stuff that I have right now come from China. Even though, like I said, like this glue gun, you know, yes, American made, but it probably say made in, oh, this was in Taiwan. So this is in Taiwan, but most of the stuff, and we don't produce this stuff here in the US. Most of it, yeah, but man, this high-tech stuff like this BMS, my Glitter 11H, the phone I got, my tablet, man, all that stuff overseas, man. Yeah, we way behind on that on technology. We damn near catching up. Shoot, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I mean, even though the stuff is made in China, it is assembled in the US, you know what I mean? Like, hold on, let me see what you're saying. Oh, I love it, bro. Man, shoot. Man, I love this place, man. I mean, I have more room. Like, I have more room to just work on my stuff, you know what I mean? And, yeah, man, it's amazing. So we're gonna put the BMS right here. So the BMS is gonna be mounted right here. And then we're gonna throw a little splash of industrial strength hot glue. Not too much though. And then you want to carefully place it right here. Boom. Ow. Be careful, this stuff is hot. Burn you. And you want to just place it just like that. And then we're going to flip it. And then we're going to mount our temperature gauge. So we're going to mount our temperature gauge right there. Okay, right down. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah. TOB bike in the house. So we're gonna throw our temperature gauge right there. All right. Now I'm not gonna plug this in until we get everything squared away. Now I can go ahead and do my discharge and charging wire right quick, because to be honest, that's gonna go. This is gonna go to yeah, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put our battery. We're gonna just two wires, two 10 gauge wires gonna run into this. Show you what it looks like. So we're gonna just do we're not gonna worry about the positive yet, but we're gonna be darn sure gonna run our let's see here. So we're gonna cut that one. And I think that'll wrap it up for this live session. And then we'll do this another time. We're gonna do this like maybe tomorrow or something, you know, we'll finish it up. And then this one's gonna run to that. Okay. So this is just a little battery for the makeup. You know what I'm saying? People have different opinions how they make their batteries. You know, they tell me all the time, oh, insulator this, insulator that, cell spacers, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do with your battery. Let me do what I do with my battery. Okay, I know it's safe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to use all that, go right ahead. Nobody's not going to stop you. Nobody's not going to carry you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Let me do mine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's how I am, man. Just, you know, there's a lot of things I don't like, but I don't, you know, just keep it to myself. You know, I mean, look at all the killings out there. Look at all the things, you know, robberies, you know, people speeding on, you know, motorcycles and stuff, you know what I mean? And here I am just doing me in my own little world. Okay. All right. So now we're going to run that all the way to about right here. Dang, where's my darn, okay, it's right in front of me. Anyways, I mean, like I say, yeah, I mean, those bikes, I mean, the Tommy bikes that I build, they're not meant to go that fast. They're not meant to do 70, 85 miles an hour, you know, on bicycle brakes. But I mean, but yeah, Coco Biscuit, if brakes is your concerning, then you might want to upgrade, you know what I'm saying? But I never had a problem with those brakes. That's the reason I use them on those Tommy bikes. But you know, and I got the deeps. If you want to, there's some deeps brakes. They're pretty cheap. I'm not going to spend no $500 on no Maguiras either, though, you know. Oh, shoot. Let me see. Oh, yeah? All right. Yeah, man, if you can, dang, you're in Fort Myers. You're not that far from me. So if you can, man, just give me a shout out, man, on my email, man. And yeah, man, we can link up and stuff, man, and see what you got going on. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, totally awesome. Heck yeah. All right. So we're gonna carefully put this over here. Might have to turn it a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna put this right here. Now this BMS is almost ready to go. You know, almost live. You know, we just have to attach the. We just got to attach our cables and stuff, and then it'll be. What's that? Oh, let me see here. 200 break. $200 break ain't good for these kind. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, heck yeah, man. I mean, I think like Coco Biscuits talking about. I think we probably need to upgrade to like 4-piston caliber, just more. If I mean, good brake pads too will help. You know, my son has the XOD brakes that come on the stuff bombers, so those brakes are the ones that actually come on those stuff bombers. You know, saying that's the reason I got them in the first place. You know, so because I figured, well, if they could stop a stealth bomber, then they could stop a bike that weighs only 90 pounds or so. Those stealth bombers weighing north of 160, 120. I'm not 120, but 160. 150. I'll move that right there. Yeah. Okay. Made in Tommyville. Oh, I like that now. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Oh man, that's too much right there. Damn, we cut that too short. Oh, I'm gonna save this for something else. What can I do? What can I use this for? Discharge? Yeah, I might use it for a discharge cable. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, so I mean, the brakes that you have in your stealth bomber is plenty enough to stop a bike, a hardtail fat tire bike. Yeah, that should be plenty right there. So when I do this discharge wire, I'm gonna show you what I got going on with this, and then that'll be it for today. Ooh, let me see what time it is. 12:27. Oh man, e-bike kids almost about to get out of school. Jesus. Yeah, man. Those juniors, man. Those junior pros. Those things sell like hotcakes, man. I sold like a bunch of those already. Oh. All right. Make sure I got it. Definitely don't want to put this on a positive side, and I'm gonna glue all that down. I'm gonna glue all that down in a minute. So I'm just gonna make sure. Okay. All right. So I got it bad right now. Well, John, see, I hate hot weather too, but I like hot weather. You know what I mean? Because you can get on your e-bike and ride in the hot weather. When it's cold, you can't get on your e-bike and ride in the cold weather. You know what I mean? You can, but you damn near have to be dressed up so stiff you can't even operate the damn throttle with heavy gloves on because, man, listen, that wind be biting your goddamn biting your hands and everything. Boy, be like, woo, Jesus, boy, you had to put your hands in your jacket pocket or somewhere warm or touch the motor. Shoot, boy, that joint get cold, boy. Trying to tell you, boy, that joint get cold. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna wait till it cool down a little bit, but I think the kids are gonna go out and ride their e-bikes today when they get home. I'm gonna play some catch with my son, and I'm gonna let him, Damn, man, Cocoa Beach, you make me hungry now. Jesus, I'm making sure I might have to go get me a salad now. I feel like making a salad. for lunch. Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, so we got this almost ready to go. Let me get my booyah, booyah, booyah. So we got the BMS on, and then once I get the balance leads on, then we can glue those in place. So that way we can let's see. I'm gonna glue this right here so that way it won't pretty much do nothing. And then I'm gonna wait until I get the balance sleeves on, and I'm gonna glue everything together. So we are pretty much done with side A, or the even side of our battery. And then we can actually plug these in like that. And we're gonna do that later. We're probably gonna end up doing that tomorrow. Once we do our live session. So and once we do the odd side and get that done, and then we're gonna plug everything in, and then we're gonna test the voltage from our control side, and then we're gonna do our positive. And I think it's gonna go out this way somewhere. This is where the controller side of the discharge on the negative side is going to go out. And I'm going to run my positive out like that. Hey, what's up, man? I was just talking about you. I don't know what kind this is, man, but I was just talking about, well, I was telling people about you. We was talking about the batteries and stuff like that. And I was telling them, saying how big my battery was. And to let you know, I did order all the cells. I finally did that. But if you do get some, I might need just one cell. And yeah, so I did that. I ordered it yesterday, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so anyways, so the BMS is on. I got the discharge wire on, and I'm gonna finish it up tomorrow. And then tomorrow we're gonna do our odd side. Okay, so we still have this ready to go. Okay, so we got to do that tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Bernard? Yeah, man, been busy as hell, man. Just been so all this will run on the back side of here, like so, and we'll get that done tomorrow. And put it right here. And then once we get it done tomorrow, then we can go ahead and throw our discharge wire and everything on this. Because right now it's not reading no volts. I don't think it's even reading because we don't have our balance wires in. No, it's not. Let me see. Yeah, man, one of these days, me and DIY 500 amp, man, we're going to do some collaborations. I was just gonna say, it was reading though. Okay. It is reading voltage. Okay. And then from here, it's reading 59. Through here, it's reading 68. That's weird. All right, well. Oh yeah, so yeah, pretty much excited to get this bad boy. Yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah, I was telling the wire and stuff that we are gonna be running and getting that ready. But yeah, man. But DIY 500 amp, man. That's when it comes to batteries, I don't think nobody can top him, man. I mean, I watched down every one of his videos except for the glitter. Oh. Nick, man, let me tell you something. So listen, I'm finna do it right now. As a matter of fact, I'm glad y'all here. Let's do it. The glitter 811H. This is not a beast. This is a goddamn Godzilla. I'm telling you, boy, this is a Godzilla, boy. That thing is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna put this up. So I've been doing some testing. You know, I'm been build my big battery, right? So I've been doing some testing on some batteries. I'm going to, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go and get. Do I even have a cell like a cell that's not used? Let me see. Let me see. That's a good cell. So I don't want to use it on a good cell. So I'm gonna go. Huh? Oh no, I ain't selling it. Let me tell you something about this glitter. Let me tell you something. So I'm finna go downstairs. I'm finna talk to y'all. If you working, listen, if y'all working on batteries and you actually building batteries for people, you gotta get a good welder. Now, there is some good welders out there, but right now, I have the glitter 811H, and that thing is absolutely powerful as a mug. I'm finna go downstairs and I'm finna get a cell that doesn't work. And I was doing some testing because I'm going to be using 3.3 copper and I got 0.15 nickel. And I was trying to see how the voltage, like the minimal setting I can use without over cranking it. And when I mean over cranking it, I didn't want it to be welded and the electrodes get hot. Okay. So I had some bad cells that came out of a battery. I'm gonna grab one right now. Let's see if I got a good one that I can grab right quick. Okay, so I got a good cell. Let me see. Oh, I know. I hate that. I hate that when you said that yours, that not yours, but the other ones that came in are bad. So I'm going to be keeping mine. And yeah.
Most critical missions require.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't gonna sell it. So I got a cell. This is a P42A, and it's bad, so it don't read no voltage. But we're gonna test it right now. That thing is bad though. I was laughing like crazy, man, because how good it was. I didn't know I can do it. I didn't know I can weld 0.3 with the 0.15 nickel. So let's put you down. Let's put you down right quick. So we got this. Y'all can see that? Okay. Let's crank her up. Let's crank her up. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna be using to build my battery, Nick. So this is 0.3. So it's some thick behind copper. Okay. So this is some thick behind copper. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of a, hold on. Yeah, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this. Okay. Gotta do it with the, we gotta do it with the, with this 0.3, because this is some thick stuff. I mean, you really gotta cut this. Okay, so, boom. I got it at 64, no flux. I got it at 64. Hold on. Tell you, man, I tried it yesterday. Look, so we're gonna do the negative first. So we got the copper here. All right. Copper, that's 0.3. And then we have nickel on top. Okay. Yeah, I need goggles, but I'm gonna close my eyes when I do it. Okay. All right, here we go. No, this is pure nickel. Damn it. Damn, kind of distracted me a little bit. Hold on. So this is pure nickel. Okay. No, this is 0.3. This is about 0.15. This is 0.15 right here, pure nickel. All right. I mean, the battery's not really sitting flat on the table, but I am gonna even it out. Yes, 0.13 point. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay, so it didn't hear good. Let's try that again, because it was doing real good yesterday. Hold on. They're gonna try the positive. Let's see here. Oh, it came off. Dang, it was doing good yesterday. Let me see, because I didn't have it on the setting right here. All right, let's try another one. Hold on. I want to make you a believer. You think so? Because I got the other one. Hold on. Where's the hold on. I got the other cell that I did yesterday. And that junk went on. It's in there. It's in the garbage can. But I didn't use flux though. I didn't use none of that. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't use no flux. It went good. It went on there good. But now it's making me a liar. It's actually making me a liar. Like I was dreaming about this. And I know what I did, because I just tested it yesterday just to see what it can do, and it did it. Maybe the electrodes, I don't know, but it did. I had it on this before I went down to 2 clicks on it though. Hold on. Cause I welded this thing. Now it's making me like I didn't do nothing yesterday. All right. But maybe you're right though, but I was thinking like, okay, I think that took. Yeah, that took Nick. Huh? Let me see. That kind of pulled down a little bit. Yeah, that kind of took a little bit. Yeah, I probably do. I got some new ones right here too. I'm gonna try some new ones. So I do got some new ones right quick. Well, I swear to God, well, I ain't gonna swear, I ain't gonna do that, but I'm telling you, this thing like, okay. Let's try this part right here. I'm gonna do a pull test on it though. But if I do, I'll use flux, it don't matter. I do have flux too, but I was just trying to see if I can, see? Now see, it worked. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I don't know, but yeah, see? But I know, yeah. Look at that, yeah. Not totally consistent though, but it actually ripped the nickel on the cell. But yeah, I was testing it with the 0.3. So, well, I guess 0.3 is pretty hard to weld though. Let me see with the other one. I got the other battery down here that I did yesterday. But the last thing I don't want, Nick, is I do that and then I having nickels popping off, you know what I mean? So definitely don't want to do that. you know, but it worked a little bit. It definitely did. 74%. Yeah. And that's straight copper, but need flux. I know it says in the instruction manual that you might need flux to do that, but yeah, I'm just trying to test out everything before I start to make my new battery. So I want to do the 0.3. Definitely want to do 0.3. So I know I can do the 0.2. Oh. But anyways, I mean, I still gotta, I still gotta wait for my cells to get here before it ain't even happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Now, what kind of flux is it? Like just soldering paste, like soldering flux? Is it a special kind of flux? What kind of flux you need? I say you're gonna what? What's up, man? Okay. Okay. All right. Appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, if I need it, I'll use it. I definitely need, if flux is what I need, then flux is I must use. Cause I don't want my battery to come apart. Like, you know, the nickels coming off. What's up? What's up, Colin? Yeah, I'm not gonna weld copper to copper, but that'd be nice too to weld copper to copper. Shoot, man, that'd be awesome. But to do flux, to use flux with the 0.3 and the 0.15, I definitely gonna need that because I don't want that junk to come apart. Straight up. What's that? Oh, what do you mean? Tell the truth live if it's good or not. Oh, you want me to be on live and do this? That what you're saying? I'm gonna try this again. I'm just want to try it again. I mean, I know the 811H is a force to be reckoned. You know what I mean? That's with the flux. I will sing you for free. All right. How about just do it on video? Just make it a video. Think it'd be better. That's what I'll do, boy. Trial and error. Trial and error. You know what I'm saying? What works, what don't work, you know. But I like to play with my welder too, you know. So I just like to I'm gonna put some, when I do my battery, it's gonna be different electrodes on it. So it's gonna be different, you know. I don't know, this thing ain't even do some sparks. Yeah. Shoot, this 42 what KW on this thing? So it's a pretty, you know, it's a pretty stout why is that? If I use the pedal, what's the difference between using the pedal and using automatic? See, that's what I was talking about right there. See? Damn. That bitch. Okay. Oh, I usually have it on point though, Nick. I usually don't miss shoot nothing like that. So when I use my welding pins, it's boom, boom. These are almost worn out anyways. So, but that way it's so slow though. I'm gonna have to put it on there and then push the pedal It's basically too slow for me. uh, That one was like, man, I got the pedal to this too. I gotta find it though, but I've been using these pins for a long time, so I knew need to. But when I do get my battery, I'm gonna throw some new ones on there. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh, I have to, yeah. Oh man. But anyways, I'm going to just conduct more tests and everything, and then I got to go pick up my son from school, and let me see. Okay, 40 volt, 80 amp hour. That's a lot of, yeah. Hands. Oh, I thought you were gonna say, well, hands are too small because these welding pins are pretty big, you know. But yeah, I can pretty much do it. I can pretty much do it fast, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the next live session, we are going to be continuing our 72 volt 20 amp hour build with the BMS. These tips, I forgot they call 7875. If Nick can, I think he knows it too because he does have a 811H. But I think these welding tips are something like a 7875 welding pin tips, welding pins. And then you can get these, they sell them on AliExpress for about 20 bucks, I believe. I am going to acquire some more. Yeah, 75A. Yeah, the 50 mil, yeah. Wall Marzon. What's going on, man? Okay. No, battery blender don't really, I ain't never seen a battery blender damage your controller. Yeah. Yeah, you need the thicker ones. You need the thicker ones. So I am going to be replacing these. Like I say, DIY 500 amp. I'm going to replacing these with some new ones once I do my battery build, you know. But like I was saying, yeah. Yeah, they do. I do have the, damn, Nick, you might, I don't know. I think I got the right ones. Oh, snap. Nick, I think I got the wrong ones. These things, hold on. Let me see. Because you got me thinking now. Where the hell that thing went? Okay. Oh. This one's lighter. This one is heavier. Oh. I can feel the difference. I can feel the difference in this one. This one's much lighter. Huh. Oh man. Yeah, it does. As soon as I picked this bag up, I said, hold on, wait a minute. I can feel it though. I can feel the difference. You can even feel the texture of it. It feels like this is more plastic. This is steel. What the hell? Okay. So I got the right ones. So the ones on this one, oh, well, damn. Yeah. Oh, yep. Okay. So these two, yeah. So these two are the ones. This one is light as hell. Let me see. Yeah. You can feel a thud. Yeah. Yeah, you can feel a thud on that. Oh, damn. I'm so glad you said something. I'll be damn. Okay, yeah, I got the wrong ones, and I think that's what's on my leads as well. This one feels heavier than this one, so I got a heavy one on this one, and I got a lighter one on this one. Yep, this one feels much heavier than this one. I'll be down. So that one's light. These are the heavy ones. What I'll be down. Yeah, try with the two heavy ones. All right, hold on. I don't know if I got time. Hold on, let me see. I might have to, I'll be damn. Hold on. Yeah, so I got to go get, hold on. I might got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get some pliers, you know what I'm saying, get this off because of the fact that it's not wanting to stay on. I don't know why they make it where it won't stay on when I'm trying to take my welding pin off. This is the one that's the lighter side. So that's the reason why this one's eating up the threads. So this is the reason why I was having that problem, because when I was taking the pin off, it was stripping. The metal was stripping, the threads were stripping. And that's the reason why it was yeah, I can do that, Colin. Yeah, that's what we was doing, yeah. Yeah, it's heating up more, yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Well, I'm going to end this live session. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to do some more testing on, I got to fix my welding pins. I'm glad. Thank you, Nick, for identifying that for me, because I would have never, yeah, I'll ship it. I'll give you I'll get my address in a few minutes, but yeah, if it weren't for you though, I wouldn't even, no, because I moved, but I never knew this was, oh man. So, but all right, guys, I thank y'all for watching, and we're going to be back tomorrow, probably the same time and doing this. Okay. Nick, I'll send you the address in a few minutes. Peace out, everybody. Oh,